Dude,
Yeah.
I will punish that woman for you. She's fucking sick.
Wait, let me check something. I got one text that was in spam and blocked. Unless Mel is a career counselor named Damar Ash from the United States Army and Army Reserves.
You don't fucking know.
Oh.
No, she fucking took a picture of a frog for you. And she's like, I'll send this to Ryan. And I'm like, you fucking better because you didn't do the last one.
Fingers crossed for Phil's internet today. But yeah, they did also announce a Magic Advent Calendar, which, I mean, as you'd expect from a Magic Advent Calendar, is expensive, but at least it looked like the value of what they put into it. At least the secret layer cards was enough to cover it.
I mean, I still like the game because it's like, it's still like I don't really care about wizards at all, right?
Oh yeah.
I love playing EDH with you guys, but like, fuck wizards, man.
Oh yeah, no, they as a company they've become assholes. They're just, it's all about, it's the same as what happened to like Cyberpunk 2077 initially. Was the whole game got screwed over because rather than the game hinging on like its developers, instead it hinged on shareholders who were like, "Oh, you can release it completely unfinished, and everything will be fine." And then they did, and then the shareholders like, "How could you have done this?" And then they sued CD Projekt Red, and I'm just like, "Fuck you guys."
Yeah,
well, apparently now the game is in a great place, but I'm just like, it's like I feel like it's just the worst place to be like to have to suck up to just shareholders, people who are just there to make a buck. They're not.
Yeah.
They're
Some
not there
companies
for
are right. I think as shitty as Microsoft's been in the past about like their like some of their policies and shit. They their DRM policies and stuff. Like they like I'm actually kind of okay with them taking over Bethesda because I thought Bethesda was going in such a bad fucking direction.
Bethesda. Listen, Todd Howard is a visionary, Carl. He sees what we can't. I think like smaller publishers have done a good job. Like places like Coffee Stain and stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot to start BirdBot. I hope BirdBot behaves today.
BirdBot better. We are live as well.
Nice. I'm just live bitching about Wizards of the Coast.
I did go live
it's
after
quality
that.
content.
I went
okay.
live after that.
Okay, so Wizards of the Coast released this $999
And who the fuck they think they are?
No, even all like everyone but like the direct like points of sale are like complaining about it. Like every single blog is like, yeah, this is dumb. And I'm like, all Wizards has to do is lower it to a $30 product and everything will be fine.
I watched a little bit of Tolarian Community College, and the biggest thing that the professor brings up all the time is that the sale price of their products is never correlated to the cost that it costs to make, like you would assume.
No, it's tied to the secondary market, even though they say that's not true.
Correct. Which
they can't recognize the secondary market because then they prove they have to almost like they have to unrecognize it. They have to be as far away as possible because then all sorts of shit comes into play because they recognize the value of the card. Then the card qualities and shit like that come into play, and they can be sued and shit.
And I think then it actually becomes gambling at that point.
Probably.
I mean, it's been.
I think that's really what they're trying to avoid is gambling legislation.
Yeah.
But like the whole thing is like that's avoiding this is them just pretending that it doesn't exist, which isn't a real thing. So It does exist, and they.
I mean,
do
if
recognize
anyone
it.
who's paid attention to Magic knows that they definitely like.
Of course.
Like, why is this card that shot up in value printed at an uncommon now a mythic rare in this set? How did Rhystic Study, a common, become a rare? Things like that. But all right, let me see where things are at. Oh, I'll do the Carl shake real quick.
Now, Carl is like he's
This is a bit
in the
further,
ring,
too.
like he's about to go boxing. Like you better really get it. Okay, that's it. Okay, your
That was
first
good.
one.
That was really
Your
good.
first one wasn't as good. That one.
That was
no.
pro. That was
Yeah.
There
fucking
may have been
pro,
there
man.
may have been a few bottles around my feet because the recycling bin was completely full.
That was fucking pro. That was so pro. You'd be interested that I will be I will be ready next Thursday, and this weekend me and Tim and McKeel need to hash some things out. I bought a new table that's higher than my 8-foot table that I had, so I don't have to lean down to my fucking laptop every time I need to do something, and you'll actually be able to see my DM screen for once. So I'm super fucking excited about it. I'll feel actually in power.
All right.
I'm drunk. All right.
Shivers, you should have an extra token in your possession once you
This my hotspot suck now.
I'm refreshing now, Ryan.
Are you still having access point issues?
I've been using a hotspot for like the last 4 weeks, and now it's terrible and it sucks.
Have they still not gotten it from their guy or whatever?
Yeah, the guy said there's supply chain issues, so he can't get the right access point. That was like 3 weeks ago, and he won't answer me back. So,
Bro.
Bruh.
It sounds like you're using the wrong microphone again, too.
Oh my god, I want your music database, dude. I love your music.
You can pretty much just look at
No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I don't want to
okay.
know. Hey, yeah.
You can just
Let me admire it.
Yeah, then I'll hear it too much, and then I'll get sick of it.
I've heard these so many times. I haven't gotten sick of it yet. But yeah, the music's good. Oh. Alright, tell me when you're ready, Phil.
put it on the clothes in the hamper because it was on the sink. I was cleaning the sink off. It was very.
It's an interesting story.
Yeah.
Where the fuck?
Ooh. Rakdos is now live.
I actually don't know if I'm more excited that I have a table that's the right size for what I needed to do, or the fact that my background is actual brick instead of that piece of like tarp that I had up that looked like brick.
I like the tarp
It's
brick.
gonna be dope though. It's like legit. It looks good.
What's up? Internet's on my hotspot's not working.
Oh. The fill difficulties.
It's like stew all over again. If only we could straighten out that family. I've been trying for years. My infiltration has been a failure.
No, you didn't exfiltration. You took Mel out.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, if you had taken the bot name, then maybe you'd be having internet issues.
Probably.
Yeah, he's probably just running up against data cap issues. with the hotspot.
Away from my break.
Oh yeah,
They
after
throttle
that
pretty
much
hard
time.
after
Yeah.
like hotspot. Most phone plans is pretty. It's
Oh, yeah.
not a lot.
And then all of a sudden he's trying to do something like this.
Yeah, I told him a few weeks ago if he had a ton of trouble that he'd have to not use the VTT and probably turn off his webcam and like video and stuff.
Last session.
Because
Sorry.
that's like most of the data.
Didn't he switch from hotspot to traditional and it fixed some stuff last time?
I don't know if he switched.
Where's his router?
Non-existent. He has access points.
Oh
Which
yeah,
are like,
that's right. They're just throughout the building.
yeah, access points suck.
For real.
Access points are what you use in like offices.
Yep, that's what's all throughout our facility.
Dude,
It's
use,
just
use
so
her phone. Use her phone.
it's so bizarre that they use access points in that building.
Or like Cat 4.
Good.
It looks like he's baking little pancakes or something over there.
He's like, I think I'm good. Immediately gets up.
Phil, do you need someone to have a talk with this man tech to tech?
Feel like it's not gonna go anywhere.
Where does he live?
I'm gonna break your switch,
I
kid.
talk to the guy if he doesn't respond to your texts or calls.
Yeah, where does he live?
I don't know.
You can dox him.
You go on a manhunt because internet's important.
I had to explain to Mel what doxing was last week. I was like, how do you not know? How do you?
I feel like a lot of people that aren't gamers don't know what that is.
Doxing and DDoSing. The two Ds of the internet.
Yeah, but like,
What to say? Because like
You can get
that was a
doxxed by
huge
being
thing
a
on like
gamer.
Xbox and Call of Duty, and I'm gonna hack your.
Alright, I'm just waiting to see you log in, Phil. Is your internet good enough to use VTT?
I think so. Let's see.
as he
Tried to
robot.
open it, but
Oh,
my
no. Yeah, if this guy hasn't responded in 3 weeks, I think it's time to call someone else.
yeah.
I got a rep from CDW at work who won't reply to my emails. I'm going to start spamming him every day. Like, we had a DOA monitor, and they're supposed to replace it. He said, send me the serial number, and I did like a week ago, and I have followed up twice. Haven't heard anything, so it's going to be like a daily thing. Status update, please.
See if you can
Status update, please.
download a program that like makes a bot that just emails him each day.
I'll just schedule it daily to send at 8:30 in the morning. I get in the
Really?
office.
Or if you know like his email address and you know like his boss's email address, you can
CC is boss. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's
Yeah,
always
I don't-
works.
I
No. You could do that too, but if
Send
you're
it
on
to his
like
boss, CC him. There you go.
Yeah,
Pass him.
that's good too. No, I was gonna say send an email from the command line and change the return address to that of his boss, so he thinks his boss is emailing it. I sent one of my teachers a fake email one time from his favorite wrestler to annoy him.
I don't know his boss's email, unfortunately.
It's like the boss at CDW.
Number 2 at CDW.
Oh, no one answers number 2. All right, let's see who's doing the recap. First, so I don't forget. Post recap. Roll them up.
It's pretty good.
Come on.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't got a
Wait.
good
Oh.
tonight.
What's happening?
Uh-oh.
No. What is happening? Oh, fuck you, Bali.
2 inspirations.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
You get it too, man.
Okay, never mind. I love you.
All right. Marcus, what happened last time?
Oh, I get a recap. What is this?
I know. I don't even think that's happened before. Maybe it is.
Were you feeling recap
Maybe one
immune?
other time. Yeah. It barely happens in Carl's campaigns either, so.
I can put that on your character if you want immunity from recaps.
Like always, like Tim or McKeel. Sometimes Ryan.
Heal, you have a token now.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right. So we had just we had the previous session we had ended up at Cold Stone Creamery. So we were waking up from our
Cold Stone Cots.
Yeah, Cold Stone
Very.
Cots. My bad.
Copyright.
Not a sponsor.
Not sponsored,
yeah.
but
We all lift like a jug of ice cream. Yeah.
So we were waking up actually in the middle of the night. Shivers, who doesn't sleep exactly, but he got pulled into like a vision where the Abyss was talking to him and basically told him how he wasn't good enough, or like he wasn't doing good enough. And then he started like choking, even though he doesn't really have lungs, but he's like drowning essentially.
True.
And woke everyone up. Yeah, and then we weren't sure if he was broke or not, and Tundra decided that he's gonna go to the kitchen to find something like oil to grease up Shivers on the hinges. Which that's when we first met little Ronzo.
Ronzo Jr.
Just
as
like
it's
little-
been dubbed, it seems.
Yeah, Ronzo Jr.
I love it.
Yeah, it's like little shadow pet. And yep, we went down to find Danny Derelict. Don't know how he knew we were there still, but
word spreads quick.
fuck. Yeah. He actually just stole one of our breakfasts, even though
That's true.
but
It was Shivers.
It was
Okay,
there
asshole.
anyway, but it was for Shivers. So we got handed a new D bag that we took reluctantly, and actually all the gifts he gave we took reluctantly. He gave Tundra a big tuba.
Yeah, like what
It
the
is-
fuck?
It is a great club.
What?
We find out it's like a weapon.
Could have been a +6. I still would have hated it.
Have you ever been hit with a tuba? It hurts.
Imagine.
Yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, he was congratulating us for becoming famous, essentially, and helping him out in the process. Although I'm not sure how that helped him, but yeah, sure. That's why he was happy to see us and give us stuff.
Yeah, there was like
And
a cool
sad.
thing in Bali, right?
He was sad that Ronzo died. He He wanted Bali dead instead. Yeah.
He didn't say wanted. He said
He said he was
preferred.
betting on it, right?
Yeah.
The Deadpool.
You said he was betting on it.
Yeah. So you left there, and we see Foggy because shop's right out front of the inn, and we're talking to him, and he has a gnome with him, who we learn is named Valric. Goes by Fuzzy. Or Fizzy, my bad.
Fuzzy.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Fizz Bubble. Hey, there we go. Yeah. He's Alric, he seemed pretty keen on like wanting to like tend to our gear, and was very keen on Tundra's brick. And Tundra could not let him see it. But I got a nice little upgrade to my weapon, so we're good. That's all I needed. He's in. So we end up telling Foggy that we'll take him because Foggy doesn't want him in his shop because he smells. I think is just basically what it comes down to. A discussion about how he doesn't know what a bath is, and he takes dirt baths. That's all right. We decided to go to the archivist because we had questions for Lord Ember about the fact that one of our members just got erased from existence, and like what the fuck that was about. And he helped. I mean, we added Valric to our clique and officially paper transfer and everything, and he's sworn to secrecy like the rest of us. So that's good. He also didn't help us very much with, well, anything. So
He drained me.
besides that, and then we went back to our dorm to figure out where our classes were for the day. We figured we shouldn't skip all of them. And we see the pine cone and the chest in there, and we're like, all right. I don't know. I don't remember if we said it out loud, but like, I think we all kind of made a silent pact that we need to find where this fucking pine cone goes for Ronzo, you know? We also gave the chalk back to the board, and it wanted blood because it's made of demons. So we gave it the board blood back. Yeah. And then it told us where our class was. And oh, right. We went to class, and the teacher wasn't there yet. So deep feeders came up, the ones that we inadvertently tricked and quote unquote made enemies of. Bali fessed up and said sorry, and they're like, yeah, we realized you're stupid. We didn't know you were fighters instead. Basically. So that somehow made amends.
Famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the nerd squad was there, just having an argument, rules lawyering themselves.
Yeah, if you wanted to know what like a table of 6 rules lawyers looked like, it's pretty much that clique.
Yeah. And we chatted. Yeah, I even forget. They wanted to. What the hell? Oh yeah, they wanted to know about the arrows of yada yada. I wrote it down somewhere.
Arias.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, I was way off on spelling that. I figured like Orion, like Orion's belt.
That's my belt.
Like, oh, Ryan.
Oh, Ryan's belt. And instead of getting any info out of me, I just had non-flashbacks about my past, and they did not want to hear anything that I had to say. But I was trying to get info on the paper man from them. And they're like, nope, not gonna do it. I forget what the outro was. It was like the teacher walked in or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a big Goliath, right? That's like baked out of his gourd.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because it's a divination class.
And expanded senses.
Oh yeah.
Like heels, like I'm not ready yet.
Gotta get ready for class right now.
Dude, I think we should start calling the chalkboard the bloodback board.
Nice.
Bloodback board. I like that. And then the only thing in the recap that I think was missed was that Foggy tried to open the scroll case. He wasn't able to, and he gave us some options.
Yep, he gave us a couple things. Also,
There's glue.
Also, Shivers has an armor enhancement and an armor suit of strength, so don't forget about that.
I have its effects written.
Yeah, Foggy's got the scroll case right now. He gave you either the long option if he could devise a way to open it, or take it to Griffel, who leads the School of Comprehension.
It's like, don't we have to do like
He's
two
got the
things?
knowledge
Right?
of the Giga Library.
Somebody told us about Darmon as well. That was the dean of the School of Realization. That was like the name of the person. I don't remember all the details of it, but
He was the one that killed you.
right, yeah, I know that.
Ember told you the name.
Okay.
You didn't talk to anyone else about Ronzo dying, really.
Marcus made the very good call immediately. It was just like, this happened, we did this, and I was like, yes, good call.
And Ember said something about the School of Confrontation, saying that.
Yeah, what did he say?
Something like that's the sort of magic they use or something.
He was telling us about the amulet. That's what it was.
Oh, right, there were a couple.
Abjuration.
You had leads. You basically told Ember you could either question someone from the School of Confrontation or
the Mountaineers,
the Mad Mountaineers, and he was like, "Sounds good." Man, my throat's super phlegmy tonight. I'll apologize for all the throat clearing I'm doing.
Yeah.
We got a lot of phlegm. So, the door opens. This large Goliath, large, wide, a bit chubby, walks in, his eyes kind of red and bloodshot. As with kind of a light smile, he walks in, apologizes for being late, and he stands in front of this chalkboard, and he writes on the board, "My name is Oracle Janish. Oh, you'll have to forgive my tardiness. Today will not be a class. Merely a short explanation. I will see all of you again in the next day. hopefully, I have an assignment for each of you. Oh. I didn't think studying in class would be very practical. I could tell you everything there is to know from a book. I could teach you about things, but to truly open your third eye, it must come natural. Kind of looks around in like a bit of a daze. I'd like to clarify something, because it seems everyone wants to, and most likely will, ask me about what their future holds. Oracle is my title, but I take pride in being a teacher. I want all of you to look within and find your future for yourself. He looks around again. He's very slow. He's very out of it. Each click would please see me. I will tell you when to see me next. And then I will let you go for the day. As he calls the clicks one by one, he calls the deep feeders, then he calls the mad mountaineers, then he calls Rubicus, then he calls you. Think tank. It doesn't take someone such as myself to know of your accomplishments on campus. For that reason, I've decided you are more fit to join me in a cleansing of sorts.
Does this require a bath? I look over at Fizz.
Field work? Yes.
If you desire. No, we will be taking a short trip. Shouldn't be more than a day, maybe even less than that. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll be going to Dellen. An old town, recently overrun, unfortunately.
Overrun by what?
Creatures of winter.
This will provide us with spiritual clarity.
You'll see.
Guys, we were doing the shittiest job of staying inconspicuous, I'm telling you.
So, normally this job would fall upon Ustalos, as he is the keeper of the dead. Given his age, his mobility, the task was passed down to me, and I thought this would be a wonderful opportunity for up-and-coming folks such as yourself, and perhaps a valuable experience.
could it be said that if we do this, it would be an extracurricular credit sort of a deal, and we might Stellus might owe us.
Wait, what did you say? I heard Stellus might.
It would Stellus like owe us? Stellus. Sorry.
I can't make decisions for Ustalos.
He won't know that he doesn't owe us.
That's your decision to make. He can be touchy. I'm sure you know already.
Is there at least an emblem in it for us? That's what they're called, right? Emblems?
Mm-hmm. Perhaps. I think I'll require a bit more from you. But this would be a good first step.
Finally, a class that goes outside.
So I didn't hear you again, Carl.
Finally, a class that goes outside and doesn't throw us off the roof.
I recommend that you rest for the next day. I don't think your morning class should be anything difficult. Meet me at the west gate of Verifton tomorrow around 2. I have one little assignment for one of you. This large finger pokes Marcus in the chest. There's an old temple. The south side of Verifton. Near an old inn I believe you've been to. Maybe not an inn. I believe you may find it enlightening. You may want to bring your friend here too. Shivers. It's a bit dark. That's up to you.
Oh, I see. South side of Riften, eh? Alright. So we're... What was the... What was it called? Marcus's Intentions, or what?
It was called Intimacy Marcus.
There we go. Intimacy Marcus.
My God, you have a shop here?
I
didn't
think
even
he
fucking
rolls
know.
the name and it was totally random that they didn't mark it.
Like the two Omars in the other campaign.
Omar and Gomar.
No, there was the villain Omar and my character as well.
Oh, were there two Omars?
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably where it came from. The rest of you, I recommend rest. Or do what you will. But do not be too out of sorts for tomorrow. Do you have any further questions?
Are all your classes field trips?
You'll probably be disappointed, but no.
I'm glad we got the good class.
Yes.
I have a question, somewhat relating to what you were talking about in the lecture. You be saying you get asked about the future. I be having a question about me past.
I think you'll find you may already have the key to your answers. That key is not me, however.
I suppose I should be counting myself blessed then. Thank ye. And he does like a and bows.
Oh, I also forgot to put in the notes that you guys got a couple pieces of mail, in case you forgot.
Oh yeah, I got some mail. Yeah, I totally did forget.
MAIL?
Yeah.
Yeah, there were like letters at the dorm.
I mean, I guess you got MALE too. You got Valric.
That's true.
I definitely do want
Is
to-
the purpose of this class to save this town?
In a way.
I'm just gonna nudge you and be like, I don't really think he knows.
Are all the cliques saving towns?
No.
What are the Mad Mountaineers doing?
I think it would be disingenuous for me to reveal that.
Fair enough.
Good fucking try though, dude.
They
There's
will
no
all
way
have
you would
their
answer that for sure.
they'll all have their own experience. I assure you.
Yeah, even as a teacher, there's no way.
He's worried they may not show up to their appointment if we get to talking to them.
The very next thing I was gonna suggest, like the moment we get out of here, was gonna be that.
Do you desire anything else before we leave? I still have one last click to speak with. He looks to the corner at Red Herring.
Yeah, do you know who that guy is? I talked to him, but he seems pretty reclusive.
That guy? Oh.
Red Herring?
Red Herring. I think everyone has something they're hiding.
You dick.
I think... How do I put this? If you do not gain your senses on your own, then you never will gain them. I'm here to guide you, to teach you, not to tell you. Do you understand?
Where's my father?
You don't understand the think tank.
Poor Red Herring just sitting and waiting.
Exactly.
Your father. I think there's someone a bit like you who maybe you should talk to about that.
Really?
The dean of this school has had losses of his own.
Just.
I think this is end. Yeah, this is better for end character. Who's the dean of this school? Wait, hold on. What school is this?
The dean of resolution, El Tamal.
Thank you.
Yeah. I talked to him once. Once.
You're doing the
Dude,
flashbacks again.
Why do you always have flashbacks? Everything's a flashback with you, man. We like started interpersonal conflict like in the middle of the. Why do you always have flashbacks? Everywhere we go.
I will warn you.
You're just a flashback journey.
I will warn you. I'm giving you a challenge in and of itself.
Okay. Thank you.
Tundra, he's also on our extracurricular list, you know? You have to tell him a story, though, and he has to like it.
One last question.
Of course.
Were we handpicked for this job? Could no one else do it?
Others could do it. Pest control. Perhaps Pendulum, even with their missing members, could clear a town of their own, but I don't think they have anything to gain from it.
Are we clearing a town of ogres? Is that what I just heard?
Zombies, dude.
Probably tritons and ghosts and yeah.
I'm on board. Anything's
That is
better than
like a
magic.
pendulum still.
Did we bring anything extra?
I think the essentials to live for a day: food, tent, warm clothes.
All right. Think tank. We shall begin preparing, no?
Assemble!
No, I thought you were gonna like do like a rally cry or some shit.
Assemble!
Yeah. Aye.
As he lets you go, and he calls up Red Herring, this very tall, kind of slender man who kind of wobbles his way over. Think tank. You got the afternoon.
Thank you, sir.
I want somebody just spy on this moment for this.
Didn't Danny tell us about a clique that was... Wow, was the race just standing on top of each other? The fuck is going on there? Was it
No, you're talking about goblins. You said there's a clique of 20 goblins.
And then we started saying, like, are they in a trench
Yeah, that's
coat?
what Ember said.
Oh,
Or Ember. No, not Danny. Yeah.
Yeah, Ember.
Because for Red Herring, my notes literally say shady fuck boy. That's the only notes I say.
The thing
Like,
about Red
is he
Herring-
actually a red herring, or is he the only person that can help us? You know?
Yeah. Like, I call this the Cthulhu effect, where like it's an obvious thing where it's like, oh, it's red herring, so like of course that's, you know, a decoy, but then it would be very fitting to make it not a decoy, but then us pursuing it full circles that and makes it again redundantly dumb for us to pursue it. Yeah, so it's hard to decide what to do.
As I pass red herring, I'm gonna say, hey, he's not gonna give you any answers. Just so you know.
As he kind of just turns away, grunts. Yes, but I will pass this class.
He's just help a southern boy.
Dude.
In my mind, he just grew a straw hat. It just appeared on his head.
Yes.
Yes.
Sweet.
Leave you to it.
All right.
As soon as we leave, I'd like to scope out the area for animals.
Yeah. Just roll me a perception or investigation. I assume you mean like outside the building.
Yeah, well, yeah. In the trees, in the forest. Oh shit. 8-foot desk.
Yeah. You see a hare digging in the snow. You also see students carrying kind of their pet owls and rats and small animals.
Is it after 2 p.m. right now?
Yeah, no, at 2 p.m. the next day.
No, today, what is it after
This
2?
is our afternoon
It's
class.
this. It is probably 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you were in the class for a while before he got there. Sadly, they don't follow the rules of my college, where after 15 minutes you can leave.
Guys, I would like to. I still want to get a headstone for Rounds of Created.
Right.
You've already forgotten.
Of course not.
Oh, I was just gonna tell you not to go talk to the Dean of Resolution today. Because we have shit to do tomorrow.
Okay.
No reason.
I want to find a quiet place to be alone so I can cast a spell.
All right.
Hey, what are you doing over there?
I'm gonna ask you. You got to roll stealth.
Oh boy.
What spell are you casting?
I want to cast Speak with Animals. It takes 10 minutes. No, wait, no, it doesn't. It lasts 10 minutes, sorry.
You will be rolling stealth. By the way, because of your fame, you have disadvantage on stealth during the daylight hours.
Damn, son.
At Syzygy.
This stealth check is to sneak away without people seeing me?
This is your check to cast in private.
Okay. Can I do something extra to try to find a place that makes me not have a disadvantage.
What do you want to do?
Like go into the woods.
Are you gonna leave school?
Bali. We're just like, we see him like go into
You
a
can-
corner, and
you
he's
can
like, "Not good
leave."
enough," and he just goes into the woods.
You can leave the school. It's just gonna take more time. That's all I'm saying.
I have an idea. We must go speak with the animals. Find answers.
What?
Hey,
They are the eyes and ears of this school.
what are you talking about?
What information could you possibly glean from wild animals?
More than you know. Busy.
I have things to do to prepare for our journey.
I'm not asking you to come with us.
Stop bothering me.
Actually, this could all work out. Bali might not want to be around for what we're planning to do to the Mad Mountaineers.
Don't hurt them.
I
We
pull
need
out
information.
The trap.
If you intend on speaking to them, maybe appear gracious for saving us.
Damn.
Just looking at the trap, looking at Bali. It's a trap. I.
Seems killing people in the school gives you unwanted attention. And I
Hey,
look around and like everybody's staring at me.
Yeah, you kind of look around and someone points at a flyer just like on the side, on like the doors of the school, and points at you, and they like go.
Ye be calling that unwanted.
Well, we do have a job to do.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot we gotta do. I love it.
May not be a bad idea to split up, Marcus.
That's how we got
Cover
two
more
Ronzo
ground.
Juniors now.
I accidentally did that. Can you please fix that? Thank you. I didn't see the first one, so I was like, "Oh, I'll bring both on." And then...
Yeah, no worries.
If you
Yes.
intend to get into mischief, please don't go by yourself.
You're the one going to the woods.
I intend no mischief.
The mischief will just happen.
Guys, he's probably just gonna come back with ice cream.
There is no ice cream in the woods.
Well, then why would you want to go in the woods?
There are animals in the
Not good
woods.
This is the best.
We can be alone there. Not us collectively, but
We meaning just me.
I did it
Listen.
off at the pass.
Your definition of alone after the last place we were alone at. It ain't right, man. It's wrong. It's just wrong.
It's wrong.
we were with friends.
That is not alone.
They would do no wrong to us.
Then how did the guy find us in the morning?
Danny's. He's a
Dude, don't
D-bag.
do this.
If
I
one of
don't-
you would like to go with Bali, then
I leave to the crypts. I leave. I fucking leave.
I'm feeling inspired. No, I can't. That's so funny.
All right, we've got one who's decided.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna follow up on that lead of the temple in Verifton.
DM's dream of everyone doing a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've got no food, so I'm grabbing at least 3 or 4 days of rations if I can do that, and I'm making some potions for this journey.
Ooh, nice.
Is that what you're doing for your? Are you going to spend like the rest of the day doing the gathering and stuff?
Gathering. Sorry, what?
Food and potion.
Yeah, that was my plan.
All right. Just got Shivers and Bali.
And Tundra.
Oh, I'm going to the woods.
Bali's going to the woods.
Thought that was clear. Sorry.
Well, I'm gonna go trap one of the mad mountaineers.
Oh my god.
By
All
yourself?
You know what? Because it's all 5 of you.
Oh god, no.
Rolling initiative. So it's happening.
Yeah, I need initiative for this.
Hey, let's go. Oh, fuck you, Marcus.
I'm so scared to roll this dice. You don't even know.
Why is my initiative so good?
Oh my god. Dude, 1?
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
You want, like, perfect.
We just find him in his own trap somewhere.
What?
Did you get a 20? Did you get a natural 20, Tundra?
Why do I have 2 plus 1s to my
No,
stuff?
but I did.
I know one.
Oh, you rolled the natural 20, Marcus? All right, you get
Wait,
advantage. Whoever
No, I
rolled.
did.
No,
I did.
I must have missed that. He got it, but I beat him.
Yeah, no. You're still going first, but Tundra, you get advantage on your next roll because that's what I do for combat,
Oh yeah.
and I don't
Yeah.
want to waste a nat 20.
Let's go.
I think I might be getting my luck stone bonus twice.
Oh,
I have
Luckstone.
2 plus.
Yeah, did you get +2 to it instead of just +1?
Looks like
Yeah.
it.
Initiative's an ability check,
Oh, okay.
so it does add to that.
Right, but
Okay,
it did it
plus
twice.
2 plus 1
It
plus
did it
1.
twice?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, it's +2 is probably Dex, and then
Oh, I see.
+1 +1.
We'll do that
I have
later.
2 plus 1s.
You can just add a -1 to it. It doesn't matter for this purpose.
No.
All right.
Oh no.
Marcus going alone. All right. Let's. I think that'll be good. Yeah. Why not? Marcus, you walk through the town. It's getting later in the day. It's still light out. It's an Arctic summer. As you walk down, the road is no longer paved. It's just dirt. There's a few houses. It's almost forested in this area still, like untouched. Kind of buried in these pines is this old building, this old temple. On the front, like directly above the double doors, is this old, broken, burnt out lantern. The doors, or the windows, long shattered, now boarded up. You can see small shards of what used to be probably beautiful stained glass. For you, this place feels different. As you open these heavy double doors, it is pure darkness within. You cannot see an inch in front of your face. You feel also kind of weakened. Your connection here almost severed. You don't have access to any of your class features while in this building. Except for health and levels.
Interesting.
You walk into this place, you hear a creaking. You can't see, you kind of almost guided by just feel alone. As you hello? Is someone there?
Yes. How do I find enlightenment in this darkness?
As kind of hearing this voice, you kind of hear as he walks over on these old creaky boards, and you feel your hand being grabbed and shaked. It's been so long since anyone's visited me in this old place. And you must be a worshipper of Diel. I can see it plainly written all over your chest.
I don't see how you can see anything in here.
Oh. Yes, you've only existed in the light, haven't you? You haven't seen the dark, and I assure you, this is one of the few places in the world that Diel cannot see.
I feel that something is amiss.
Oh, and don't worry, I'm not. I, more than anyone, love the sun, the Lord of Light, Diel itself. So, tell me about yourself. I'll grab tea.
I guess.
Do you
2
like
sugars.
sugar?
2 sugars.
Oh, of course, of course. As this man kind of like pulling your arm, like tugs you with him through this darkness.
Yeah. I'm gonna like stumble as he's pulling me along and like try to keep my other hand in front of my face, like outstretched.
Yep. As he kind of like does all the work himself. It's like really disorienting, but he walks you through doors, he sits you down at a table. He like scoots you in. And he makes some tea. So, why did you come here? Just out of curiosity.
Can't say for sure. I was told I might find enlightenment here. I must say that I was curious.
Well, then, at least the least I can do is humor you a little bit. My name is Decreel. I'll write that down. This place, long before I came here, used to be a temple of the light. The sort that you would, I assume, have been to. But now it is darkened. I used to worship just like you, but as much as I have faith in Dial, I think he's lost something. You know what I mean?
Lost something.
Yes. Like when a good friend loses themselves in the heat of passion or anger, frustration. I don't know. It feels different, don't you think?
I haven't put much thought in it.
What do you believe in, Marcus? I can't remember if you told him your name. Probably not.
My
Next.
name is Marcus.
Yeah.
Anyway. What do I believe in? You're right. I believe in vigilance.
Vigilance against what?
Against things not of this plane.
Of course.
The dark machinations. They know.
What's wrong with the machinations being dark, though?
It's that I can't see them. And you never know. You never know where they will strike next.
It's a good point. You don't necessarily know these things, but... What do you truly know about that which you can see?
Let's see. What I know of what I can see, Gael gives me sight.
Would you lack that sight without Dial? What is it that you lack?
Friends? No. um, I lack perhaps a target. Dial's arrows are meant to be fired at the enemy.
Who's the enemy?
Superman.
Gonna cut to Tundra.
Hell yeah. Well done.
That look on his face, man.
Super well done.
Marcus's therapy session.
Yeah, for real.
Tundra.
How does that make you feel?
Sit on this couch.
I regret not going there. Hardcore.
It's made of darkness.
Should have went with you.
Yeah, I literally only think that Shivers is gonna die from Marcus's hand now.
Well, I mean, that is something that I'm now thinking too, but yeah. I think I'm gonna die this session, actually. Before that.
Tundra. You go over to these crypts.
Mm-hmm.
You see Ustalos. He's examining early. He's kind of looking at this place. He's getting ready to go out. He's got his long cloak on and these muddy old boots.
Okay, take a deep breath. And I'm like, you better fucking love me, Ronzo, because I fucking hate this guy. All right. And then I approach.
You approach him, and you get pretty close before he notices you. Yeah. Ah!
I'm not quiet. You can't. I need your help.
Where's the damned machine? It's hiding, isn't it?
It's not here. It's just me. I swear.
What do you desire? Dark
Hello?
power beyond your comprehension. And reloading my camera.
We lost a friend. You've met him. He was a tall and furry. Like
Ronzo.
Yeah, that guy. We lost him. I would like to honor him in the place of his radius of his death. I need a headstone.
Such a waste of his purpose.
We feel the same.
Who did it? I demand retribution.
Well, I believe his name is Darmon. Good luck.
He looks at you really, really close. What?
I'm not lying to you. Darmon.
For not telling anybody.
Dude, this guy is like a brick wall. If I don't tell him something, he's not gonna give me anything.
Who would know about brick walls?
Do not believe him capable of such actions.
We would like to honor our friend in your In your crypt, in your...
What did he do?
Which one? Darmon?
Darmon.
I wasn't there to visually see it, but I heard it was... He created a sphere, some mass of black energy that was pulling everything into it.
Come with me.
Okay.
As he shuffles along, he takes you with him down to the basement, then a second flight of stairs down. It's cold and dark. He goes through his pockets. He takes out an old iron key as he opens this door. Describe the magic again.
It was, from what I remember of the descriptions, it was like staring into a void. It's like darkness with an unimaginable suction to it. It pulled everything into it, and it basically devoured Ronzo whole.
Graviturgy.
I don't know what that is.
Do you know why you are on the ground right now, Tundra? Do you know why things do not merely float? Do you know where weight comes from?
Food?
Weight comes from the soul, gravity itself.
I do know what gravity is. I did not first make that connection, but
It is
manipulation of it.
powerful necromancy.
I'm not here to discuss revenge or the like. Even if you seek it, it happened so recently.
Darmon was my friend. Before coming here, I was there in realization.
Really?
He goes into an old chest. He digs up his current cloak is lined with purple. Well, his normal cloak is. His current cloak is muddy and made to go outdoors. He pulls out from a chest one that's lined in blue with the symbol of this eye.
Is that what was scratched off the podium? I think we've seen that. Didn't we see that the other day?
Shivers and
showed us that, right?
Shivers and Ronzo saw the eye.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
on his
And you
mask.
discussed it.
Yeah, I thought so. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that symbol before.
You
Right.
went to the school.
Following Ronzo, we did, yes. He was trying to save someone who had found their way in, and it didn't go well.
So it is like they say, Darmon truly has gone mad.
I did not personally meet him. I do not know what he even looks like. But they said he was a bit of a dick.
Sorry. And what is it you desire? A gravestone.
Ronzo.
He digs around. If anyone was going to have gravestones lying around.
He's like,
Pulls
I
out
bet it against him.
He pulls out this old slab of stone. I apologize for the loss of your friend.
Thank you.
If Darmon has truly gone down this path, then I will see him damned.
We would like to help you with that. We can't do it this second. And we know that we need more strength.
He takes out a couple of chisels and a couple of hammers.
We were wondering if you would honor his name by keeping him in the crypt. Or your personal graveyard. Doesn't he have a graveyard next to his house? Like up top?
No.
Oh. I thought he
It's just the crypt. He has he has a place where he essentially experiments and stages all these bodies for class.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Not that.
Yeah. I was wondering if you had a place for him. It wouldn't take much space as we do not have a body. It would just be the stone, something to honor him at our request.
I know a little place. As long as there's no body, the stone may rest there.
Thank you. There is one more thing. I need your help.
Just with that.
And I would like to request a cone of silence for this.
Well, before that, we're going to skip.
Sounds good.
Valric.
So I'd like to change what
So
I'm going to
good.
do.
So good.
Half of it, if I can. I didn't know or realize what I wanted to make was experimental elixirs to take on this trip, but when you finish a long rest, you lose them unless you have drank them. So can I go? I'll do my shopping, but can I go to the library instead and read up on Dellen, the place we're going to?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, we'll do the because that's the long part. You enter this library, muffled, quiet. At the front, you see a familiar face. You would have been in the library probably many more times than anyone else here. So you see Barry. He waves you over. Go up to him. Oh, hello, Farik.
Hi.
What are you looking for today?
It seems I have some field work and I don't know much about Dellen. I'm looking for some materials to be prepared for our journey.
Of course. He looks through kind of this little list of papers. He points. Stack 37 should be near the top. If you find the book on 10 towns, you should be able to find what you need.
He's like looking up over the counter. If it's on top, is there a ladder in the aisle?
Oh, just pull it down.
Thank you.
As these stacks have like a handle, and you can it's kind of like like infinity mirrors kind of effect. Wherever you pull the ladder or the bookcase down, and the bottom books appear through the ceiling.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Magic.
That's sweet.
I
So you
don't
pull
waste
down.
I don't waste any time. Yeah, I go right over to the books.
I want you to roll me a history.
It's not great.
Ooh.
You look through this book. You spend a bit of time studying this segment.
If I may, what I would specifically be looking for is like the teacher said, winter creatures. So I'd be looking at like what sort of life lives there, if I can like narrow that down at all.
So, that's good news because you wanted that on a 10. You look through. It's kind of like a country town, a bit different than other places. It's, instead of being like an actual cluster, it will be sparsely kind of spread out housing. Like it can be a few miles between like groups of houses.
It's like a cluster of homesteads, basically.
And as far as life goes, this book is older. It doesn't mention like zombies and stuff.
Okay.
They did have livestock. They did farm. But as the Oracle said, maybe not so much anymore.
Okay. And we don't really have to RP it in the interest of time, but I do want like at least 4 days worth of rations.
Yeah. Do your night shopping. Bali. You go out into the woods. How far are you going? I want to pause it. You can move your character where you want to be.
Alright. I'm going to exit. So we were talking like over here, correct?
Yeah, kind of in front of Resolution.
Okay. I'm just gonna go straight out.
Sure.
Head on out toward L2 Mall.
Yeah. I'm gonna go out and just kind of like periodically look behind me to see if I'm alone. And if I'm not, then I'll keep going.
Yeah, you kind of get out into this forested area. You leave school grounds. You're still within like the perimeter. All right. I want you to roll me a perception or investigation.
I wish you would have been like, all right, start singing.
See if this modifier is right this time. I should have a +7. Okay. Yeah.
They're +6. Yeah,
+6, yeah, sorry.
You look around. Inside this perimeter wall, there's not like larger fauna like elk or anything, but there's smaller things like hares and birds, things of the sort. Maybe
are there
foxes.
like anybody watching me other than animals that I can see?
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna get like behind this tree. Maybe actually between these two.
Yeah.
So I have some cover.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Yeah, you do that.
And then I gesture almost in a circle with my trunk, like around, up and down. I'll be like, animals of the forest, you are the eyes of this school. Bali needs your assistance. Please.
Does speak with animals give you anything to help you?
Let me read it. You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they perceive or have perceived within the past day.
You see a nearby murder of crows as some of them look over at you. They go,
Ah, our feathered friends. I bid you good day. And then I cast Goodberry.
mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna try to throw a berry up to one of them.
Yeah, you toss this berry, and a crow swoops out and kind of lands. And it kind of hops a bit closer to you.
Did you build your character just for this moment? Like you're the berries.
No.
Food, good.
Yes. I have much more. Could you assist, Bali?
More.
Of course. I throw down 2 more.
Yeah, and a couple of other crows come down.
You crows are smart, yes?
Assist.
You will
Smart.
help?
Help.
Ah, yes. Has anything strange been going on lately?
They kind of look, and they look at this wall behind them, a little bit mesmerized. Shiny.
You talking about like the druid barrier thing?
Yeah, this barrier right here.
Yeah. Yes. It's ward magic. No, probably means with the students or a party went missing. I'm not sure if you would know about.
Student.
Or
Miss.
singular. Miss?
Miss.
Someone missing?
As one looks
down
back
to see
at
if
this
there's any more other animals.
Yeah. There's a bunny around.
Ooh. Oh, my hoppity little friend. Could you help Bali? Your wealth of knowledge.
Help! Bird!
I tossed a couple berries.
Yeah, quickly munches one down.
Bali could get you more food, and I'm talking to both groups. Could you keep an eye on some?
A few more
keep an eye on
crows.
some people for me?
Watch.
They wear climbers' pacts, and
What?
they're up to
Climber?
no good. Yes. You report back tomorrow to Bali. Bali
What?
gives you more food.
What climber?
There's a group of climbers. They wear backpacks and batons, pythons, whatever
What?
they are.
What? Patan.
He knows.
There must be something you know.
Food. Shiny.
This isn't working, so I'm gonna go deeper in to try to find bigger game.
Yeah, are you gonna go up to this wall?
I'm gonna double down.
Yeah.
You start to walk up to the wall. There's a couple of guards there, a couple of goblins, as you have a few hopping crows behind you.
Damn birds won't leave us alone.
What is this?
Fuck.
Why are the crows so annoying in these parts?
Did you feed them?
Wait.
Oh, he's lagging. Where's he going?
There you go.
He's like, shit, I'm out. They got me.
I didn't know I didn't have my charger plugged in. Hold
He's
on.
just fucking dying.
He's not the only thing that's dying. Man, I'm too high for this.
Come on, computer. Can you hear?
No, he's lagging.
Oh, he was doing so good. He probably fucking computer died.
All right, we'll bounce back to him. Shivers.
Dude, I don't know if I.
Dude, you're dead.
I just had that was the greatest speak with animals I've ever seen, by the way, from both sides. I just want to put that out there. Thank you. That was sick. I'm ready.
There's more to come. All right, Shivers. Is it time to trap a mad mountaineer?
I have a plan.
Yeah, so tell me what's your plan. So I will say a bit of notice. Since you all left kind of class at like a similar time, you have an idea of where they'd go.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Because if I can't get this to trigger the way I want it to, I will abandon it. And depending on how much time I have left. So
Okay.
essentially, the first thing I want to do is head over to we're in Verifton, right? Yeah. We're all in Verifton.
Well,
Are we in Syzygy?
one of you's in Verifton.
Oh. The rest of us is in Syzygy.
Yep.
Okay, never mind. Okay, so then I would just try to find one of the members of the Mad Mountaineers alone if possible. So I would just trek the campus and be very wary.
So, I'll give you the first place they head is to this large garden. Your token's already in.
Sweet.
Alright, what is Shiver's plan?
How many of them are there?
Let's see. There's either 4 or 5 of them. All right, there are 4 of them. As in this garden, they do kind of split up. They go to kind of relax for a bit. Being the outdoorsy folk they are.
I see. And so I'm just kind of on the perimeter, like really far away as to not alert them because I'm very loud. But I will speak with Ronzo Jr. Ronzo Jr. will, my just shoulder will start smoking, and then the smoke will turn into Ronzo Jr. I want you to get close, boy. As close as you can. And I'm gonna kneel down and let it travel off. I have its character sheet up. It's got 40 move.
Yep. So what I want you to do, trying to get close unseen.
Yep.
I want you to first roll me a d4.
Okay.
And then I want you to roll me a stealth for Ronzo Jr.
Okay. Ronzo Jr. has a +5.
Oh, wow. As... Oh, wrong click. This... You kind of almost naturally go after the smallest one. Still, like... Not like small size, like a gnome or anyone, but you follow this woman as Ronzo Jr. sneaks behind her.
Now.
As she goes to quite literally smell the roses.
Okay. The first piece of information, if I engage with her, especially if like I start casting, how close are her comrades to her?
In this place, they're like all within yelling range.
I see.
So you would...
It would be very difficult for me to...
You would have to do something to silence them.
Yeah. Alright, I don't think I'm going to be able to get the one-on-one interrogation I was attempting for. But I still might be able to send a message. I am going to lay the trap down, armed.
With Ronzo Jr.?
No, with Shivers. Shivers is going to put the trap down, because Ronzo Jr. is quite a ways away.
Alright, where are you putting the trap down?
Just like right at my feet. Like pretty much right in front of me, or in a direction where I think, like, I will attempt to kind of line up where I think, like, if this woman were to be frightened for some reason, she's going to run that way.
Okay. Yeah.
So can I get, like, ahead of
her?
For
that, how about you roll me an insight. Yeah, or an investigation.
Okay.
Gonna ruin this woman's day.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I got pushed a while back, and that's still hanging out in the old diving suit. What?
That shit was fucked up.
Yeah. This one is gonna be the insight.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, dude. And you only got a 21.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You see the future.
taking Oracle Janice's lesson.
Yeah.
Not really lesson to heart. You see them and you just imagine just exactly where they would go. You have like your Sherlock Mind Temple moment.
Yes.
Or Mind Palace.
And I sit down the trap and I just think, this one's for Ronzo. And Ronzo Jr. is going to dart like into view of the woman. She's probably like dipping down and smelling the roses and then just smoke. And is going to use Scare, which it can only use once per day.
Yep.
Creature within 20 feet is going to make a DC 20 Wisdom save or be frightened for a minute.
20?
I don't think it's 20,
It's
but
10.
I also...
It's 10. Did I say 20?
You said 20.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, dude, I was like, holy fuck,
No,
man.
I was like, that's nuts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Free.
Lords of Hell to scare this one.
Sheets right here. Yeah, 10. I'm so sorry. I'm high.
Sorry, no, you're not high. You're in character.
I'm just thinking.
All right.
So
I'm gonna give her. I'll even give her disadvantage because you got a nat 20.
Thank you.
And I just have to bring up these stats real quick. Oh, that's got to be.
Oh man. Oh man, dude. This is killing me.
You're actually gonna love this. All right, let me.
Oh my
yeah.
Oh. Natural 0. As Ronzo Jr. pops out, this woman screams. It literally, quite literally, she flips out so much that like her hood and everything comes off. As you see this human woman, just like super long hair, just run straight into this trap and fall over flat on her face.
Now, as soon as she falls into the trap, I'm going to cast darkness. So she falls into the trap at my feet, and 60 feet of darkness just erupts from my suit, and you see Shivers just shaking as shadows just roil from him. I got her.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you hear her scream, and you hear these other three. She was like, "What's happening? What's happening?" Like,
and I am just going to. So for her, she's caught in this trap. She's in pain. Just pitch black around her. This void, and she at first just hears the sound of Shivers moving, just his joints creaking in the darkness, and then she hears very close to her face, "You best be telling me everything you know about the School of Realization." I'm gonna make an intimidate roll if I may.
yeah, make it intimidate.
Okay.
Even have to? Like, fuck, dude. Who's not? She's already feared.
This.
She like kind of she's screaming out in pain, and she's like, "I've been to the school, all right. I've been to the school."
And like I won't stay for too much because I know that they're gonna be able to fish through the darkness and find me eventually. It'll just take a while. So seeing perfectly through the darkness, I will exit, and she's just gonna hear me like slowly, the sound of me like leaving and creaking away. I really just wanted that information and to send a message. You don't fuck with the think tank. You just don't. I'm sorry. So she has been to the school.
That's fucked up.
That is fucking.
I didn't know what I would get, but
The Doom machine is showing. Yeah, that was fucking sick.
Thank you.
Got packed of the chain, but he's unchained.
Yep, it's time to not play the bumbling robot.
Mark.
Can't even open a goddamn doorknob, but he fucking like unleashes the abyss on this woman.
That's so ridiculous. Marcus. This old man looks at you, and I'm already forgetting what I last said.
Paperman.
You asked him who the enemy was.
Yep. The paper man. I get back an old man voice. The paper man. Tell me about him. If you want. It's a difficult subject. Will defeating the paper man solve your problems?
It will put a chapter to rest, for sure.
What will you do to defeat the paper man?
Anything in my power.
And what if that's not enough?
Then he will kill me. But I know that I will have resisted. As Dia wills.
I can at least respect that. So many will resort to things they do not have, things they cannot control. I'm glad you joined me for tea today, Marcus. Will you visit again?
It is good tea. I was told that one of my clique mates may want to come here.
Why's that?
I assume it has something to do with this darkness.
Oh.
He has an affinity towards it, and has told us on multiple times that he's made a pact with the Abyss.
Well, you'll find plenty of darkness here, but I'm afraid the Abyss is absent. But if you bring more company, I'd be delighted. I can even make something better. Maybe scones. It's been a long time since I've baked.
What turned you away from Diel, exactly?
He is missing something. Something that I once treasured in him. Now, when you look down at the ground and you see little aphids and ants and roly-polies and such, What do you think about them?
I don't think about them.
Precisely. But why don't you think about them? Why doesn't their coming and going have meaning to you?
Because I look upward and outward to find threats.
Precisely. Their comings and goings seem small and insignificant. When an ant kills a caterpillar on the streets,
In cold blood.
none of us will care. It's similar to you and ants. I
Yes.
think the same of Daya looking upon us.
Yes, the metaphor. But who is the caterpillar to me? That is who I must find.
I assume you're Paper Man. Oh. Well,
throwing down on the streets.
It's been lovely. It truly has. I know you have difficulty seeing in here. Do you wish for me to walk you out?
That would be best. And if you could tell me more about where the paper man is hiding. If you know.
I'll leave you one thing to think about. Is he hiding? It was lovely speaking with you. Chandra. Now for this. I am going to deafen y'all. This is going to be a short one-on-one.
So excited for that.
So you know, All right, I'll tell you when we're ready, Carl, and I'll undeafen you when it's time. Don't you worry.
Okay.
And you won't. Sadly, you won't hear music either because that's through Discord. Boop.
Okay.
Hello?
Yo.
Halo.
Stu's still
Yeah,
deaf.
Stu's deafened. That's why I was giving a thumbs up. Oh, thank you, I'm deafened. Oh, I said you're God, Stu.
I know that already. That's fine.
Bali. You approach this gate with a small flock of crows. You're
Yeah,
trying to
yes,
talk
me.
to these guards with a
He asked me if I was feeding them, right?
food. Shiny. Watch.
Are they saying that like in words or like only I can understand them?
Only you can understand.
Okay, good. That would be better.
Bird speak.
Yes, these crows. They're relentless.
As these two goblins like get near you, it's like, and they each take out a small wand and walk towards the crows. As these crows disperse and fly away, they fly onto the tree near you, and these two goblins just hear cawing, "Bah, bah, bah," as they're going, "Food, man, danger, help!"
Help.
Must have been these berries I was snacking on. I think I dropped a few.
Mm. You're Bali, right?
Yes.
If you want to go through the barrier, we're gonna have to check you.
Why is that?
Why do you think?
I'm gonna keep that to myself. Orders of the school, I presume. Well, he has nothing on him.
Do you hand them your pack and stuff?
Yeah, sure.
They look through your goods. They look at the waka nut you have. They go through your bag. As they pick out a 100-pound book. Oh, I don't even know if you checked your inventory and saw that you have a book called Bali's Homework.
I did see that. Yeah.
And then they take out this curious little pine cone.
No way.
You want to explain this? So one of them waves a wand and casts a detection spell.
Kill him. Use a die right now.
I'm failing to remember where I got that from. Was that from Boris?
That was from the chest.
That was from the chest.
That we gave you, that we got at the end of the dungeon.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that we got a plant for Ronzo.
I guess I never thought that the pine cone had magic in it. I thought it was just a pine cone.
So you guys found that during class, or like when I wasn't with you?
Yes.
At the end of the dungeon. Okay.
Yes.
End of dungeon.
Got it.
Yeah, the giant dungeon or whatever.
Okay.
I 100% thought that was magical, like in every way.
It was a gift from a friend,
was...
nothing else.
What kind of friend? Return?
A friend that is dead now, if you must know.
A dead return friend.
least he's stupid.
Can we go, please?
You do realize we can't let you pass with this.
Fine. Keep it. I'm coming back.
We're gonna need the nut too.
The nut is our spellcasting modifier.
Gives
A
us the
spellcasting focus. Every student gets one. Ask Wizzy Warroll, or whatever the hell his name was.
Roll me a persuasion.
It was
Bali wanted to have a Snow White moment, instead he's having like a
Yeah, it's Wally Wibbles.
Wally Wibble, that's what it is.
Wally wibbles, but he won't fall down.
Yeah. Against a guard, easy check. Fine. You'll get your pine cone when you return. But don't expect this to not get to the higher ups.
It's a pine cone.
A magic pine cone.
It's a pine cone. Get over it.
God.
All right.
Oh,
He lets you go. He lets you go with your nut.
Well, he's like, it's my fucking pine cone, and I don't even care about it that much. Like,
All right, Bali. You pass through the screen. Again, the bubbles make contact with you.
are you gonna get harassed again?
And these two goblins just squint. All right, Bali, you're out.
I'll just shrug at him.
Fix your shit.
I'm gonna go look for more intelligent life forms.
Yeah. You continue going. Flying above the wall, a few crows follow you. As hopping from tree to tree, branch to branch. Maybe more food, maybe... Watch. Help. Alright, Bali. I'll give you one more to get something besides crows. Give me another perception.
Okay. That's better. I was hoping I wouldn't have to use my reroll. Should be a 19, I guess. I don't know if I'm getting that
20.
extra.
Plus one from the Luckstone.
I thought the added into my stats already, but I guess not.
No, the plus one is like other bonuses.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you see an elk kind of eating some foliage. As you kind of go up and it looks to
I'm
you.
going to approach slowly. Like, at ease, master of the forest. Bali requests your assistance.
And it eats more fern.
You have a watchful eye on what goes on in these trying times, yes?
I see many.
Nature gets a bad rap around here. We have the same ideals, I assure you. But I need help.
Bad rap.
The people in these parts don't like nature. And I point at the bubble.
Oh, like the wall.
Yeah.
It's a little ways off. Nature. Bad?
No, nature good. And I toss up a berry. I don't know if elks like berries, but they're good berries.
Kind of sniffs it. Because it's druidic. Very good.
An elk with a sense of humor. It's the greatest thing ever.
Well, he needs your vigilant eyes. Not...
It widens for a second.
No. No. Not literally. Well, he has eyes. See? But you're also more watchful. You need to know if anything is going on that is bad, mysterious.
Cold. Very cold. Many sun. Cold.
Yes, there's a curse on this land.
Little grow.
Ali can help bring back the warm weather. If you help us.
Bali bring warm.
Bali bring warm. And more berries.
What want?
Could you gather your forest friends and help keep a watchful eye on a few people at the school?
Friends?
Don't act like this
Yes.
elk is not popular.
I help. Mate help. Who watch?
Could you watch? There's a group of people that wear climbing gear with backpacks and coats and
Backpack. Coat.
climbing gear.
Fur coat.
Most people wear those, but ropes, climbing axes.
What these things?
I trust your intuition.
Wait, what?
You were so close.
I'm so over this.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Dude, an elk has an intelligence of like 2. Like,
All right, Bali. You've chatted with the elks. You've chatted with the crows. A rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do now?
man, the
You know,
day
you
where
win.
Shivers gets more done than Bali.
You win some, you lose some, I guess. So,
Sorry. Animals
think
are
I'm gonna-
dumbasses.
They really
I
are.
don't think I'm gonna find any smarter animals.
You got like so
I guess
close to
owls
both.
are pretty smart.
Maybe.
But
Well, I'll give you a hint that crows are like one of the smartest animals.
That's disheartening. I go back in. I don't know.
Yeah, they
Eat your pine cone.
they hand you a small box. Your pine cone is inside, but you're not allowed access to it yet.
Thanks.
He'll be watching you. And they hand you this little lockbox.
You made more enemies than friends.
As I scatter some berries in the woods where the crows were, the rest of them, and then I walk back.
I still stand by that.
You
Was
kind
the
of
best
look
speak with animals I've ever seen.
These crows grab the food and kind of seeing. They don't really know human things, but they do know like animal things, like basic intuition. And they all start cawing at these two guards.
Hell yeah. Fuck off, guards.
I just laugh as I walk away.
Yeah, that's something with these. Like when you hand your pack to him, he's gonna be like, and they run.
I like this idea of like the druid that loves nature, but is like conning nature into doing what he wants. Like
he's like playing them.
it's like food, yeah.
And he's like
That's
talking
like-
to him
that's like-
about. Wait, what?
That's all animals want. They just want
I was about to
food.
say, how else could I help them? Like, I don't know.
Oh, I'll totally change the weather for you. Like
They've got mountain picks and climbing gear, you know, like you use all the time.
Like the entire time I was just thinking, like, you walk out in the woods and you're like deep in the forest and you're like, yo, what's going on back there? Way back where I came from. like what are they
Tim,
gonna
you're
fucking
muted,
know?
by the way.
No, that's why I wanted
know.
to get the birds to watch.
Wanna make
You
sure.
know?
Yeah. Dude, my absolute favorite part though, sorry, one more thing, is just that you kept telling all of them that they were like the eyes of the forest. You were the eyes of the forest. You are the sentinels. You are the like just pushing this upon them. They're like, food? You're like, you are the eyes. It's the greatest thing. That was amazing.
You have greater purpose.
Yeah.
So I guess technically 6 of you, Ronzo Jr., make your way back to the dorm. As kind of you notice everyone kind of coming back, Valric with some rations, some traveling food. Which, how much money do you have, Valric?
1 second. I thought it was like 25 gold, but I don't think it's.
I think it was more like 2.
Okay, that's fair.
That 2 gold's gone.
Was 2.
Yeah, it was.
I don't even see any in my inventory.
It says there's.
Where is it?
Are you looking at your D&D Beyond inventory? Because it says there's 2.
Yeah, I'm in D&D Beyond inventory.
Yep. It shows it to like the top right. There's like a 2 and then like a little gold hourglass shaped thing. And those are gold pieces. And everyone kind of
Oh, I see it now.
comes
Okay, thank
back
you.
like in your various different moods, more or less unscathed. And then there's Tundra, who is absolutely destroyed. By the way, Tundra, you
Like
got
scars that are like black and purple, like lightning bolts or veins almost etched into my body all over. Like down my face, down my arms. Mostly my arms though.
and it looks like he's been dried out too. Like just parts of him. Also, you have a point of exhaustion.
I walked back to my seat and saw Ryan doing this. I'm like, oh, he's going full Palpatine. I'm like, he's getting Palpatine. And like now I see this, I'm like, oh my god.
We got a headstone. I don't like breathing. Like, he's honored. Also, if anybody's interested in any sort of vengeance when we're capable, I know just who we seek first. Apparently, Ustalos is an old friend of the one who killed Ronzo. I need to go to bed.
What happened to you?
I get in bed.
So like, get in bed, don't touch my brick. All right.
Before I respond, I have a question for you, DM. If you were gonna blame yourself or others, which one would be the high roll?
Damn. That's a tough one. As much as blaming yourself sucks, responsibility is better than blaming others. So blaming yourself is the high roll.
Reasonable.
Ooh.
Damn, dude, you fucked up. Dude. It's all your problem, man.
Responsibility.
His shoulders just gained so much weight.
I think what Marcus is about to do, he's barely acknowledging what Tundra said. He's again like now I'm flashbacking a bit, just kind of not here, but he's gonna go to his bed where he was doing an art project before.
Yep, arts and
He's
crafts.
gonna pull it out and he's gonna fucking rip it to shreds.
No.
You see the second before he does this, you see him pull out a board and it's like fucking names, right? And like half drawn faces and like yarn connecting points, and it's like everybody we've ever met, right?
Are they on it too?
They're all connected. It's all connected to everything. And then he just fucking tears it apart.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
You just hear him mutter, I think I'm the paper man.
Oh my
All
god.
gonna just go fucking psychopathic. I mean,
and I like look around the room and I look to the other two, Shivers and Valric, and like, how did your days go?
He's fucking.
gonna slowly look down over it, Valric.
Were you able to question one of the mad mountaineers?
Aye.
And? Anything valuable?
I learned that they've been inside the School of Realization. So this means they've been breaking the rules. As I thought, not as
That would explain how they knew how to get us out. That would also explain how they knew how to get out. They got out.
I wasn't able to get any more. But I think they not be messing with the think tank anymore.
What have you done?
It's just like Tundra said. We be interested in vengeance. I be feeling the vengeance. It be flowing.
Yes. What have you done?
Well, technically it wasn't me, it was Ronso Jr. And you see the smoke just apparate on my shoulder, frumpy-faced Ronzo Jr. just... And, like, tries to, like, make biscuits on my, like, tin and can't.
You didn't kill anyone, did you?
Oh, no, I didn't have quite that much of an opportunity.
Oh, by the way,
Good.
roll me 2d4 shivers.
Yep.
I'll give you critical damage on that bear trap.
Yeah.
Because of a critical success followed by a critical fail.
Hell yeah. Bear trap damage. What the fuck?
Wow. Inquiring minds
It's
have to know.
it's /r space 2d4.
There you go.
Yeah, like that.
Please bestow upon us the infinite wisdom of the wildlife in the area.
Yes, it was truly vast. Well, mostly we just enjoyed berries with the creatures. Had a few words.
But
turns
the
out-
animals.
Animals don't know what climbing gear is.
Valric just like starts giggling in a high-pitched voice. I told you, the creatures.
They aren't, you'd think elk. Rather wise. Turns out, quite the opposite.
Well, I went to the library and read up on the town that we're going to.
And?
Dellen, yes. It's a bunch of farms. At one time, anyway.
I'm sure the crops are all desolate. Destroyed.
I have no idea what we are going to run into. These winter creatures.
We've fought a few of them, if they're the same. They are undead and wield ice magic. We may die.
Not me. My legacy will live on forever.
It's a possibility. I'm just.
Tim, you can't be jinxing yourself like that. Not even a character.
I never say that.
Maybe that's what he needs.
And
Arrogance.
the guards are just as daft as the wildlife around here.
Everyone seems to be having a bit of a rough evening. Shivers, may I? And I'm holding up my my snail, my arcane focus. It's made from snail trail. It looks very much like the one you used to have.
You notice it looks. The focus he has is made out of the same kind of glass that your old focus that was sucked into a black hole is made of.
It's like a glass stirring rod for stirring chemicals and stuff.
Yeah.
I sort of put my hand on your helmet, and you guys would hear, like, I suppose, like electricity discharge for a second, and then in a flash, You hear like the sounds of waves crashing against the shoreline and seagulls cawing in the background. They should help everyone sleep tonight.
That's sick.
It's nice. They're seagulls, not crows, right?
Not crows, no.
Okay.
He mentioned he's he's the pirate life basically. So I'm trying to remind Shivers of home maybe a little bit, but also it should be like hopefully soothing to everybody else to get a decent night's rest.
I think Shivers has to be like the most satisfied of any.
This is
soothing white noise, man.
I literally was thinking of something to say to the effect of like, this is what I made the deal for. Like I am like living a life. I'm alive. This is it. Like,
that's very kind, Valric.
All right. Does anyone have anything else to accomplish?
I want to walk right before bed. I want to walk up to Marcus as he's brooding art piece. Or
I heard brooding
over his wrecked art piece. Or his, maybe it's.
And I will say, probably other than Tundra and Valric, if you do need to like do any quick shopping, you have that time.
Come on, internet. Okay.
We hear you.
Marcus, you seem to be having an internal struggle. You aren't the leader I once knew. Are you alright?
He's kind of facing away from you when you're talking to him. Is he gonna turn to you? And grab you by the ears. I now know it was my fault. If only I had seen.
I'm sure it wasn't all your fault. What did you do?
I only let my comrades die in bloody display. Only I alone survived. Is that not reason enough to say that I could have stopped it? That I could have been the one? That it was on me?
You're not alone. I too may have indirectly left others in suffering out of my own selfishness. There are others back at the circus. We aren't going back. And if you're still holding on to my ears.
They may have slipped by now. Yeah.
And like I return your like manic energy. You can't make us.
You're talking about that tiger. Strixie.
Yes. Is there... Unfortunately, they must get out on their own. We cannot help them. We can't. We must find ways to cope. Ice cream helps.
Numb the pain.
I know the things you like to do. It's not the end of the world.
You don't know that. It could be. It could be the end of multiple worlds.
Sirius is trying not to laugh.
We should get some rest. It's been a long day.
I just want to say one thing to Valric before we go.
What is it?
Thank ye for looking after me suit so well. I'm gonna play along.
You're welcome.
I know you're new, so I heard you talking about your legacy. I know ye be hearing everything that's going on. Just wanting ye to know that we won't be abandoning ye. We won't leave ye. But that legacy of yours may be a bit darker than you might be thinking. You be alright with that?
Whatever it takes.
That's the spirit. And I just kind of slowly, clumsily, just kind of clink him on the back. Alright. Time to listen to the waves.
Yeah. The group of you all head to bed for the night.
I'd like to ask one more thing. It's super quick.
Yeah.
Since I have 2 first level slots left, I know this is up to DM discretion, but can I use both slots on Good Berry? So I have 20 berries for tomorrow.
Yeah, let me just check what it says.
Because it lasts 24 hours.
In counterbalance calculations.
Hey, I don't care if you guys get free food. I'm just making sure to see.
Yeah, I was really hoping I could hang on to my flasks for like 24 hours at least or something. It seems...
Yeah, no, totally. The reason they don't want that is because of, like, for whatever reason, they're like, it ruins the balance of combat if you can get, like, 5 of them or something like that.
Yeah, yes.
But yeah. I don't see why you can't. You can make your 20 good berries.
Oh.
And be fed for tomorrow along with 16 crows.
Oh shit.
Well, they also give 1 HP too, so like it helps heal in between battles and stuff. So it's
Sure.
nice.
Sure. Yeah. You have your 20 berries.
Dude, the phrase "animals don't know what climbing gear is" like burned in my memory. It's just like stuck.
As the think tank, having done some crazy stuff today, heads to bed. Some of you sleeping better than others. And as you wake up in the morning to the familiar sounds of the chalkboard scratching, we will call it for the night.
That was crazy. I don't think I've ever seen a 5-way split.
I was gonna say that was one of the funniest 5-way splits. There's just so much difference in what everyone did.
I don't think I've ever seen every single person choose a different direction.
And
I'm so glad you chose a different direction, Shivers, at the end of the
Yeah, Shivers is like,
Yeah.
That
I
was
think
like fucking.
that
It was
was
so
so
metal.
You painted such a good picture too. Like I could
Yeah.
see it happening.
thank you all. I appreciate that sincerely.
That was great.
yeah.
I also thoroughly enjoyed all of your role playing, and Ryan, your DMing tonight was phenomenal.
You did great, man. For sure.
Yeah,
Thanks,
it was.
thanks.
This
I
was,
really appreciate that.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
this was a very good one.
It was like partially the goof off session and partially like
Some shit actually happened, yeah.
it's like Bali talking off animals.
But
You
it
just
was
kept
the
moving on.
perfect juxtaposition to the Palpatining that we weren't witness to. Oh, and I did want to say that next time that happens, don't mute me, and I will leave, and like I will just like be away in the corner, like waving to you guys, so then the stream can still hear it. Because now in the recording, it will be silent the whole time.
Yeah.
But that's just a future thing that we can do in the future. But I love the mute moments, like that level of tension, especially when you came back all destroyed like that. Like that's just like the best. Good game, guys.
Yeah. Now Tim's not the only one that does that bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't remember who was telling that the other day. I was like, Tim's a shady motherfucker. You think he's a nice guy?
Yeah.
He does some shady shit, man.
Man, I just love when you're asking which thing was like high or low.
Oh yeah.
Blaming others or yourself, and then it's just like blaming yourself high, and then just in immediate natural 20. I'm like, oh shit.
I could not.
I was seriously like, fuck it. I'm like passed out. I can't do anything about this. I really want to.
And like there's so much to do. Like we could have role played that scene all night because like I wanted to talk to everybody about everything, like Marcus about the board, like everything that was going on, and just like relay more information. But it's just like, you know, we can only role play so much. But yeah, like it's clear all of our characters are deep and dynamic, and I love it.
Yeah, I like the dynamic with some of these characters where it's just asking a lot of questions to make the character learn something about themselves.
You're true.
I mean, everyone leaves, like crazy shit happens, and like Balric's like, so I did a bit of light reading.
Yeah,
you guys were all like tying up loose ends, right? So I'm like, how can I contribute something? And when I found out my elixirs would vanish after our sleep, I'm like, what a waste of time. So I got to figure out something better to do with my block of free time.
It's okay. I think
that's a good idea.
We all do kind of have like our shorter days.
Oh, for sure. And it doesn't mean you don't get stuff done. It's just that you have to allocate that time to the, you know, that specific task. You just have to.
Yeah, not every session is a push session for sure.
Something tells me the stuff I didn't ultimately not matter at all. Hopefully something will come of it, but you know,
like to be frank,
that remains to be seen.
I
Master
think,
of Crows.
I think that like I definitely think that that's going to be a positive in the future. Having crow allies will be good eventually, but like the losing of the pine cone, I think is important.
He has the pine cone. It's just
locked.
locked.
You still have it? Dude, I don't think it's in the box. Like, I literally don't trust anything about it. I think they just gave him a box to be like, oh yeah, you know, it's in here, whatever. And like, they have the pine cone, and you open the box. And it's just
I was actually hoping that was the case too.
Yeah,
because he never checked the box. I was like, what's in the box?
And he's like, you can't have it yet.
What's in the box?
You know, it's like, you know, but even
Gotta
if
take
that's
their
not,
word for it.
even if that's not the case, though, the fact that they know that that's the thing, if it ends up being important and growing like Yggdrasil the World Tree or some bullshit,
then we'll be like, wow, that was almost a crazy moment where they just almost took this nuts thing.
I just like it's Bali, the one going through, and I'm like, okay. I open his inventory and what does he have on him? I'm like, I already know he has the waka nut. I just see the pine cone. I'm like, like these people are stupid and biased.
Honestly, him as a person, he is just bad luck with crows. Honestly, because I'm pretty sure his one.
It's like on my signal, the crows like do the signal.
Yeah,
that was my favorite part of his one shot. By the way,
it was fucking hilarious, dude.
It's like you need to wait for
I
like.
didn't even know it until like the third one, and then he was like, "Oh fuck!"
It's like you're waiting for like 3 calls followed by 2 or something like that, and it's like the radio. Ah, 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 oh
that
yeah,
shit was
but
dope, man.
that was a crazy 5-way split. That might be my favorite split from this campaign. That was really funny.
Yeah, it's fun.
It was good.
Yeah, solid.
I have a question from. I want to know what you guys think about this. Robbie posed. He found a game. I'm trying to remember the game type, but it works differently. It's like not D&D. It's like D&D Light. It plays off the same major stat base, but instead of all of a D20 system, so what they do is what your character is good at. You basically, so you pick the dice down in order. So like D20, D12, D10, and down the line. And along the stat line, what you do is you put the stats you want to be good at. You put like your D20, and then you put the next one, and you roll those dice for those stats when the opportunity comes up. And that's the result you get. And I was like, that is the weirdest thing.
So when you're doing like, if it was like Bali with charisma, it'd be like a D4.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Or something.
I just thought that was so weird, and I was like, that's kind of really interesting, though. I kind of like it. Yeah, it's like if you're really bad at intelligence, you're rolling D6s, which proves that you're really low in that stat because you can't get higher than anything.
Yeah.
Right?
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. He wanted to run a game, just a random couple session game of this like weird system, and I was like, I'll give it a shot. Why not?
Was that for the Rob group?
Yeah, we're getting pretty close to finishing his up, which I hope so because I can only tie so many nights up. But like,
yeah,
but
I saw that you're doing another one.
Yeah, I'm starting the guys that I run WoW with. There's a couple people. I think I have 4. I think I have 4 people that I don't want to get too carried away. They're all new.
Yeah.
So I really can't stand entirely new groups that have like, if it's like 6, it's just unruly because no one knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, it gets a bit crazy.
Right? So, yeah.
But I just recognized because I saw them all enter the server, and then I had to remember to change the notifications for that other group to off.
Yeah, I tried to separate the groups better so you can't see their group and they can't see your groups and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I can see everything.
Yeah, well, yeah, you have admin privileges.
But no, I only remember Capita because I remember you were playing like Phasmophobia, and you did some. I was packing magic cards at the time, and you said, I can't remember Capita, and you said something in a sensual tone, and you recorded it onto like a soundboard, and you kept playing it.
Real. Yeah, dude. But yeah, so they're gonna run a group. I actually had talked to Phil already because I wanted to bring. I wanted to. I'm not sure how many I want to run it up to, but I had already talked to Phil, and I was like, "Hey, can I bring you in as like a character I can use for a minute or two just to introduce them to the game?" Because there's one guy in that group. His name is, well, everyone calls him Dinor. He would fit your guys' group so perfectly. It's not even funny. He is so your guys' style. Like he's intuitive. He just tries crazy shit. He's like He'd be perfect for you guys. And I've contemplated actually bringing him in as like a guest and see how he does with you guys at some point, because I'd love to see how the interactions go. And he is the experienced one. He's played D&D before. Okay. But his big complaint, he's like, no one ever gets into it as much as I do. And I'm like, dude, you don't even know.
Hold our beers collectively.
I totally agree. Most of the groups I play with don't really want to like do a lot of like kind of the more RP and like wacky stuff. And then I had one DM who wanted to do a lot of RP, but it was a lot of stuff where he just wanted to talk about like sexual things all the time, and I'm like you can do your thing, but it's not my cup of tea.
On your own time, yeah. Like,
yeah, dude, for real. Go find a group.
I think he did find groups for that.
Yeah, I'm sure there are some.
There's actually
like jumping in for a few sessions or something.
Yeah,
there's a game that's more
bring him in eventually, just as a 1 or 2 or 3 off or whatever, and then I'll see how it goes. And then if he feels like staying and you guys actually click with him, which I literally can't wait for you guys to meet him. Like, it's not like I bring Darren in and like he just doesn't like. I can't even tell you how perfect he is for you guys, and he's an incredible guy.
Although Darren was really funny.
Match made.
I definitely just the best part of Darren. The thing I'll always remember is roll the dice, you piece of shit. While Carl's like standing there.
Dude, I've been taking in the game we're playing right now. He's playing a guy named Tatters, and he's like wrapped up like a mummy. And I've been taking every opportunity just to crack mummy jokes at his face like the entire fucking time. I'm just, like ripping him to shreds. Like, yeah. I'm like, yo, does that come in a V-neck? Like that kind of shit. Like just like, yeah. But I'm literally playing Barney. Like I'm a purple dinosaur.
Nice.
Brutal.
What race is a purple dinosaur?
I'm a dragonborn without scales.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what is Barney?
Yeah, I actually based it off of. This is the weirdest thing, but I don't even know why I remember this, but it's like stuck with me since I was in high school. But Darren's old email address from high school used to be Baron Dragonbolt. So my inspiration for this character, and I named it Baron Dragonbolt. And I named it after his old email. And as soon as I said it, he's like, "Oh my fucking god, man! I can't believe I remember that." I was like, "I can't believe I remember that." Yeah. So
what type of breath weapon does Barney have?
It's acidic.
So he vomits on.
Yeah. So like, yeah, he doesn't have any scales, and I'm like my skin looks like pustulous at all times. I'm like hideous. In fact, like we did, so there's like this whole thing. We were in like a bazaar, basically, and it's like a big carnival we're in. And the first thing Robbie did was draw our portraits. And up until that point, my character had never seen himself in a mirror. So, so I was like, I just had like instant depression. I was like, do I look this ugly? Yeah. Yeah, but it's been really all right.
That's good.
Hang on, guys. Hang on, please.
Yeah.
What's up?
I've got some bad news, guys. I'm gonna have to take a break from D&D for a little bit.
Okay.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be all right. I don't know how many viewers my keel has, so I don't want to go into too